Being beautiful is no longer enough to attract a self-aware man today. And while women will always be coddled, it is no longer sufficient for a woman to simply be effective in society. And because there are no restrictions coming from anywhere, this geocentric society has become so one-sided that women are actually being negatively impacted by the number of freedoms they have and their lack of control. Me's authority has been removed, and they have the freedom to make their own decisions, no matter how stupid. As a woman, having an easy life is not difficult. Women require men to care for them for the rest of their lives in exchange for occasional regular sex. And yet they are unable to obtain this for themselves. Women have never been left to fend for themselves to the extent that they are today, and they have no idea what to do with themselves. We had previously controlled their hypergamous inclinations because it can never be satisfied. It is intended to keep pushing them up the sexual marketplace ladder until they crash into the wall unhindered. They crumble and, unfortunately, bring civilization with them. Being beautiful is still beneficial for girls, but it isn't what it used to be anymore. A pretty girl's quality of life used to be practically guaranteed because she married off early to a successful guy and began raising her family. That same lovely lady is now free to be sexually adventurous. Instead of marrying young, she can become a single mother and see her sexual market value plunge just like her drooping boobs. She might get lucky and only completely destroy her pair bonding mechanism. Women now would have had more sexual partners than the majority of other women in the earlier times by the time she meets and is pursued by her potential husband. Prior to meeting her partner, the significance of her spouse is lost among the men she's given herself to. Her ability to feel connected to her husband diminishes as she realizes his expendability and how she can satisfy her sexual desires without consequence. There are numerous studies that show that women who have multiple sexual partners before marriage are more likely to divorce. While society is built in such a way that women can successfully divorce their spouses and severely damage their families for selfish reasons, we wouldn't call her a functional woman, an effective societal member. The males are financially and emotionally ruined and are considered as post-war divorced losers. Children are raised in broken families, and women become crazy old cat ladies. A lovely lady fits perfectly into the socially defined narrative of sexual freedom, and the outcomes are always the same. They are socialized to have unnatural goals, and many end up not wanting to have children. Because for them, having children would interfere with their sexual escapades and their desire to acquire worldly goods. This is a motivating factor for men who have come to terms with the fact that their partner may not want children. They can coexist with these women who share the same philosophy about not having children, while taking precautions not only for the unavoidable case of newborn babies, but also for men who do want children or for society as a whole. They attracted women who have no concerns about finding a partner or starting a family, which is in stark contrast to the goals of the men in their immediate surroundings, the goals of society as a whole, and the goals dictated by their own nature. If human history is just a drop of water in history's pool, then feminism is just a drop of sweat that drips from a man's nutsack after a productive session of sexually objectifying women. These beautiful women do not settle for the simps because such behavior is not natural and will make men look back in shame because of what we allowed women to do to themselves and everyone else. They know that men will always be there for them, even if the guys they want who are charming, successful, and ambitious are not as easily captured in this new sexual marketplace because of the 80-20 rule, which states that men have options. And many of these lovely ladies are more appealing than ever. They do, however, bring a lot of emotional baggage because of their loose sexual experiences. Their pair bonding mechanisms are non-existent and they are heavily in debt. Maybe not in terms of finances, but something else. Because of their pointless degrees and ridiculous lifestyles, it is impossible for an intelligent man to have a steady and stable relationship with them. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you won't miss the new videos that come out that are all just for you. See you in the next video of Superior Mentor.